Okay, so in the China Study Solution, you have a chapter called The Art of Feeding Children. Can you go into detail about what is it and why do you refer to it as an art?
Well, people who've been plant-based, and I'm sure some of your viewers have had this experience or know of people, friends, they've had this experience. People go vegetarian or vegan, they cut out meat, but then they have kids or they become pregnant, they have kids, and suddenly it all goes out the window because no one wants to do potentially dangerous experiments on their children, right? And so there's just this sense that maybe this is very dangerous. No one else is doing it, so it must be very dangerous. And we get some of those messages, the multivitamins, make sure you get enough X, Y, Z, or drink your milk and get enough calcium, and all this stuff of getting more, get enough. No one wants to do anything unsafe. And lots of people who are eating a plant-based diet abandon it during a time of pregnancy and with kids. And this chapter in the book is really meant to reassure people that a whole food plant-based diet can be very healthy for both pregnant women and for children. Obviously, an infant, the best food is breast milk. That's not plant-based, but apart from breast milk, weaning a kid to healthy plant foods, along making sure they're getting B12 through supplementation, and can be an extraordinarily healthy start for a kid in many different ways. You're giving a kid the right taste preferences, getting them used to the right foods, and you're getting them started on their biochemistry on just a wonderful footing. So it's really meant to reassure and explain some of the benefits of a whole food plant-based diet for children and pregnant women too. There's an interesting study, for example, that pregnant women, there's research showing that the food that a pregnant woman eats, some of the taste chemicals get into the amniotic fluid, which is the baby is sort of circulating in, breathing or swallowing, in utero, in the uterus. And if a woman, in one study, if a woman had carrots or carrot juice during her pregnancy, when the baby came out and started eating solid food, the baby actually, you could demonstrate that the baby had a preference for carrot flavored food. So, this idea that pregnant woman can eat whatever they want to, and they're eating for two, and it's ice cream, whatever you're craving is great. Ice cream, chocolate. It can be a very, I suppose, a very enjoyable approach, but there's really good science to show now that nutrition matters a great deal during this time period, and a whole food plant-based diet is really a great way to go.